What's happening, Cal Stars? It's the Shime. Alright, so got nice scope in top 100 for the month. Number 43 overall, so we're not doing too bad on that profile. I got about 900 skill points with it now, so probably by the end of this weekend, he'll be in the top 1,000. But let's talk about the 4-4. The 4-4, I'm going to go ahead and warn you right now. The 4-4 is for advanced users. If you're a beginner, do not use it. This is a high risk, high reward defense. You have to gamble. You have to roll the dice with this defense. That's the only way to play it. I wish I could tell you something better, but hey, that's just the truth of the matter. Alright, so being that after I played OF Swag and he dominated me with the 5 wide out look against my 4-4, I decided that, okay, I got to figure out, you have to figure out a way to get pressure on 5 wide receivers. And by default, 5 wide receivers blocks right. Just by default, when you snap that ball, that center will pop right if he doesn't do any line adjustments. So what you want when the guy's using 5 wideouts and you want to play 4-4 against it, you want to cause him to have to start to shift his line to the left. Once he starts to shift that line to the left, things will open up for you. Now, he can hit you with screen passes. He can hit you with seam routes. He can hit you with out routes. He can hit you with I like to call them trace wheels. It's in the Patriots playbook, but you see the slots, they'll bow out, and he can run them guys off. So understand when you're playing a guy, he's doing them type of things for you. You may want to jump out of 4-4 unless you're willing to roll the dice. Once again, I mean, if you're willing to roll the dice, more power to you. But it's a high risk, high reward. This is to give you a little added. What I'm showing you right now in the video is it's kind of like understood. It's a 4-3 concept, and I've seen guys do it all the time. The only problem is you see the right side of the field. Yeah, it's pretty open. Yeah, it's really open. But once again, you got to adjust it to how your opponent is playing. And you could have flipped it and did it to the left side also. It shouldn't have been a problem. If you don't feel comfortable with not having max coverage to the side of the 3 wideouts. So right here is another way that you can get quick coverage against a guy that's going no huddle. You tell all linebackers to blitz, then tell all linebackers to drop. You man line twice. The only problem with this defense is that the middle of the field is weak. But it's good against a guy that wants to go no huddle and not do any line adjustments. Because once you put Chris Canty in spy, Justin Tuck will definitely come untouched. And if you also have time, go ahead and man up. Well, not man up, but line them linebackers up and put them back in a yellow on them slot wide receivers. It'll help you out because he can't really read it. And right there, Justin Tuck came so fast that, you know what, it didn't matter anyway. You could have left the dudes where they were. But Justin Tuck coming like that, once again, is not going to be that consistent. It's only consistent if he does no line adjustments. Right now, I'm going to do a line adjustment, and I'm going to put some seam routes and some out routes up just to show you that this defense can be beaten. But there's ways that you can tweak this. Like you could put the outside corners in man-to-man coverage and tell them to play to the outside. And then you just got to have some great user skills with that safety. So you're subject to deep balls, that's for sure. And right there is a good play by the linebacker. Now, we're going to jump to the bonus round of 4-4 versus 5 wide receivers. So if you want to, you can go along, pause it, unpause it, do what you need to do. But what we're doing here is we're setting up a look. And we want this to come off the left side. We don't want it to come off the right side yet. And this is very important because once you go into this is really a high risk, high reward because even though them corners are in deep blue, them corners can't get beat on streaks. But that's left side heat. And the corners play to the inside, but don't play to the outside. So it's at the end of the game and you got Patrick Willis at the outside linebacker position. You want him to actually come through. Because trust me, once you see the other blitzes coming after this, you'll see why the guy will possibly shift his line to the right. So that'll be Patrick Willis coming through. And yeah, the out route was open, but hey, it's at the end of the game. You got to get something, right? Plus, Patrick Willis got that clutch trait, so he'll come through for you in the fourth quarter and cause a fumble and scoop a score. And as you can see, you can show blitz, you can pinch the linebackers. It's really hard for him to tell what you're doing. So this is going to be right side heat. I'm showing you that, once again, the right side is very vulnerable. And he could hit you with the dig routes, he could hit you with the out routes, he could hit you with the curl routes. But by putting that corner up in purple, the dig route, he'll jump it. He'll kind of like play both of them. So this is left side heat or right side heat, depending on how he blocks it. But if he doesn't keep in a blocker, an additional blocker, either the left outside linebacker comes in, and that's a slower looking blitz, or the right defensive end comes free. So it's up to you on if you're okay with the left outside linebacker coming in a little slow, or as you saw there, that right defensive end just whoosh, like a blur. Like a blur. Alright, so let's go back to the tight formation. We want to show blitz. And if you remember earlier from watching this video, the blitz came out the left side. So now we're going to make the blitz come out the right side. Oh, right side blitz. Get him. So it's like, what do you do? Do you aggressive block it? Do you block it left? Do you block it right? Do you pinch it? Well, you definitely don't want to pinch it. You can't pinch it once you've seen that pressure come off the right side. That wouldn't be good. So the goal here is to get him to start keeping in blockers. Okay? But let's say he decides to block it to the right. You set up a nano that's coming straight to the A gap instantaneously. It's just like the unstoppable blitz. But the difference is, if you block this right, he still comes straight. Straight up the gut. And if that's Patrick Willis at the end of the game, whew, somebody in trouble. Get your popcorn ready. Get your popcorn ready. But we can set this up so many different ways. We can make it come out the left. We can make it come out the left. Fuck yeah. So it's like, this is a beautiful defense. If a guy gives you time to set it up, by all means, he's in trouble. I can guarantee that much right there. He is in trouble, trouble, trouble. There are about, I would say there's probably 150 different blitzes out of the 4-4. I'm finding new blitzes every single day. And I'm showing you this video because you know what? You can't absorb it all. It's bad to say, but you just can't absorb it all. Because what I'm showing you now is, it's like these linebackers, when you break the huddle, if you, before you man a line, if you tell them linebackers to re-blitz, they take like this angle towards the center. And then you man a line. So we're doing it here. So he has this angle, this angle is going in towards the center. So I'm going to re-blitz everybody on the defensive line. Why not? And no matter what he does, this linebacker is coming free. Because I can do it from the right side or the left side. Now linebacker comes free. It's a beautiful concept. It's a beautiful concept. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope you use some of the concepts in this video. There are more. I mean, there are a whole lot more blitzes out of this that are probably even better than ones I've shown you. But for the most part, this will get you started. The goal is to get him to start keeping in 1 or 2 blockers. So thanks for watching. Tell a friend. All right.